Hi guys, Ham here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my Akuma Cortez setup, and for the Alderman Islands we're going to stick some new braid on. So I've got some new Catch 22 50 pound braid. It changes every 10 metres colour, and I'm going to re-spool it, and this is the reason why. Well, I should turn around and show you. So this stuff here is old, and as you can see it needs to be replaced. See all the fray, you can see the fragments there. It goes all the way through, and that's head leader on the top of it, but that hasn't handled it. It needs a change before we go to the Aldermans this week coming. So that's the Akuma Cortez setup there, of course, with the rod setup, the CX10, CZ10, sorry. So that's the reel, and it's obviously the Akuma Cortez rod, which is my go-to for my kingfish and deep drops, anything like tuna on as well, tuna on the Akuma. So yeah, just going to re-spool this today, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And this is the stuff here I'm going to put on it. It's going to be the Catch 22 50 pound coloured braid. Every 10 colours, 10 metres it changes colour. And then I'm going to put on 150 pound leader, so that's 150 pound mono, 2 metres of that at the end with an FG knot. So I'll re-spool this reel, and all that old coloured stuff that's faded and worn is going to be this new bright colour. So I'll get on to that now. Cool. So as you can see, I got back down to my 40 pound leader there at the start, and here it is all here, all the stuff here wrapped around my fingers, just wrapped around loosely. Just slide it off my fingers, which is easy. If you do it on too tight, you won't be able to get your fingers out. I'm going to cut that off, chuck that away, and then I'm going into this stuff right here. I'm hoping to get 200 plus metres on that, of the 50 pound. I only had 150 metres of the 60 pound stuff, so I'm going to get hopefully 200 metres of the 50 pound, and that's 300 coil, and we should be good to go, ready for this week. Oh, let's get into spooling it up. Next job. Alright, so I've put the new knot backpack uni in there. That's wound on, already started, and it comes up, and I've got my little fella Flynn. He's got it on a screwdriver there, and he's pushing it on with his hand to give us a bit of pressure, and that's going to come on, not too tight but not loose either. And I'm just going to wind this on now, and we'll see how we go when we're finished. Awesome. Well, as you can see, it's now the new stuff. 50 pound, got 220 metres on, which is better than I thought I'd get on, to be honest. 150 pound, I'm going to do an FG knot to 2 metres of this leader in a minute. As you can see, it's up through the rod, and now we have all brand new Catch 22 50 pound braid, and that's on the old Akuma Cortez, mate. I'll tell you, this caught some kingfish. It's the CZ, can you see that? CZ10CSA, so it's the 10, not the 5. And yeah, this is a weapon against the kingfish. So this is getting ready for the Alderman Islands, obviously later this week. And I've got the Akuma X Factor 2 and Akuma Custom Series rod. The Custom Series rod's for a Hamantai Legion rig and Australian rods. This one here is for the kingfish, the jigging, and then obviously my Akuma X Factor 2 rod is for the soft baiting, the jig, the slow pitch jigs, and the sliders. So bit of rod set up for everything. Only taking 3 rods up with us. Oh, plus the Akuma sabiki rod for catching live baits. So we'll be doing that one as well. And then taking 4 rods each, me and Ty. Brilliant. That's partly done. I'll do this FG knot on here. Now I'll show you the knot into the leader. Then that rod there set up. Mean. Alright, so I've tied the FG knot. I'll try and get it in the camera for you. There it is there. And I'm going to hopefully show you, if I can hold it with my legs, how easy it comes onto the knot, onto the rod. See, there it is. It's going on there, going around. And that was as easy as that, and you got the end there, Flinny? Yep. Yep, and we're on. So that doesn't catch the eyes. That's the beauty of the FG knot. It's strong, and it doesn't catch the eyes when it comes into the rod. You can let go now, mate. And there we go. So that rod there is now rigged up, ready for a nice big kingfish with 150 pound leader, 2 metres of it. I'll tie a clip to the end of that, or tie it straight to my jig. Depends what way I go. But there's the Akuma Cortez, re-spooled, ready to go. 220 metres of 60 pound Catch 22 braid, and she's ready to go. Bring on the Alderman Islands. Yeah, boy. Hi guys, Ham here again. I've got a Black Magic Sabiki, and I've taken the little light sinker off and I've put a big sinker on, because that's going to go inside the Akuma Sabiki rod and the sinker won't, but the rest of it will. And I need a heavier sinker for the drops for getting the live bait. So we'll lay that in the carpet. We'll come back to that very shortly. So if you come up over here and have a look, come up over here, please. What this is, it's a sabiki rod, so it comes in 2 pieces, so that butt can come off, like so. Yeah, it's a long one. And then what I'll do is I'll put the butt back together. Come back this way, baby, let me show the butt. Cool. We're in here, my boy, he's 8 years old, doing the camera work today, good man. And then see that hole there? Come on, close mate, so you can see that. Right, there's a bit of wire that comes with this. And I'll show you what we do. Guys, you've seen the rod set up, so now what I'm going to do is show you the wire. Comes with it, it's quite a long piece. Now, you put this end here, through the eye. My eyes are bad, but there we go. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a knot, so I'm just going to go around through once, just so it holds on, like that, so now it can pull through. Okay, and then get to the other end, this piece here. Now I'm going to thread it through here, and then have it come out the other end. When it comes out the other end, I'm going to pull it through, and that's going to thread the nylon through. So we'll get it all the way up. Yep. It's come out, cool, and that is ready to go. It's not going to tangle. Okay, come up this end. Good man. Now I'm going to set that up so it doesn't tangle. I'm going to bring that in. Now it started coming through. And voila, there's my nylon, so it's threaded out the other end. So what I'm going to do is give me some nylon there. I'm going to flick that over, bar that over so it locks on. I'm going to come over with a pair of scissors. Usually use my glow bite pliers, but I haven't got them in yet. So cut that off, like so. And then get my sabiki, tie that on. So I'll just tie this on. So I'll do my little knot that I go through twice, my little go-to knot. Do my 7 winds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back through both holes. Pull that tight. Oh, look at that sexy knot. Hey, look at that. Now I'm going to cut that tag off. And then I'm going to wind it up, and you'll see it go inside the sabiki rod. So if you watch me wind this up, this is what happens with it. Show the end, mate. Now I wind it up, you watch, everything goes inside, ready to drop down. When I'm at the spot, bang, straight down, we're into it, wind it up. Some bites happening, wind it straight up, all those things go inside. Voila. So there's your sabiki, Okuma sabiki rig, and up here it is paired with a custom, classic, Okuma Classic CLX Classic reel. And it's only got 20 pounds, they're only catching mackies and stuff, that's all you're after, some live bait stuff for your kingfish. So between this catching the live baits, jigging and live baiting off the Okuma Cortez, we've got some cool setups here ready to go for the Alderman Islands. Cheers. So there we have it, guys. Okuma sabiki rod setup. It's got the it's already got sabiki in there ready to go, and then I've got my 150 pound leader ready to tie to the jig, the live bait jig or mechanical jig, whatever I'm going to do, and down, and that's the Okuma Cortez set up ready for the kingfish. So between these 2 rods here, one for catching live baits, the other one for jigging or live baiting, we should hopefully get some greenbacks later on this week. Bring it on.